Hey guys, what's going on? Hayden here. I have to be pretty quiet because it's actually early in the morning, so bear with me, but and I'm actually about to head to work, but we have a pretty big leak on our hands here. A potential leak. So spoiler warnings in effect. You could this could be fake. Take this with a grain of salt, but this guy has been reliable before. This is the same guy. Again, if you don't want to see any spoilers, click off the video now. So this is the same guy that said he was the one who leaked TMNT and Enchantress would be other characters in Fighter Pack 3. I'm guessing for I don't exactly know what for actually, but this is a guy that has sources and he has links here to all for Injustice. Sorry, Injustice 2. So he has sources and he has been reliable in the past. So this guy has kind of spilled the beans potentially on some upcoming Nintendo Switch titles. So if you want to read the whole thing, I'll leave the link here on Reddit in the description. But otherwise, My Nintendo News has kind of summarized what he's talking about. So a huge leak may have just emerged on Reddit as member. Here, I'll zoom in for you guys. As member Das Verjben, probably butchered that, could have just spilled the beans on a number of upcoming video games. As always, these kinds of posts should be taken with a grain of salt, but it's certainly worth a read. A Switch port of Dragon Ball FighterZ is in the works and will likely come out in the fall/winter of 2018. I would love that. I'm not a big fighting game person. I mean, I love Smash Brothers, I love Pokken, but Dragon Ball FighterZ looks intense. I want to play it, but I don't want to buy a console just to play it. So I'd love to have it on Switch. Soul Calibur 5, I believe that is. I'm really bad with Roman numerals. Soul Calibur 5 is in development for Switch alongside PS4 and PC. Link would return as a guest character on the Switch version. That would sell like gangbusters. Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube is huge. That is the most played version, I believe, and it's because of Link. There has been pressure towards Game Freak to get Pokemon's 8th generation out in hopes of release next year. If you recall Pokemon Stars, or that is or was real, but all it was a Sun and Moon port to Switch used as engine test tech demo as a to test Pokemon on the Switch. So I don't know how I feel about that. Pokemon 8th generation coming out next year. That seems a little soon, but if Game Freak is being pressured, I mean, getting Pokemon on the Switch is big and it's important. So I can see arguments for both sides of it coming out next year and it not coming out next year, but it could happen. Metroid Prime 4 should have something revealed with some in-game footage early next year from what I've heard. I'm hearing that the Direct in January particularly, and there's usually a Nintendo Direct in January talking about all their games coming out for the year, or at least the first half of the year until E3. Bandai Namco is developing the game for Nintendo. I don't know which development studio though. So again, Bandai Namco, they're very reputable. I mean, they did Smash Wii U, and that was amazing. So if Retro's not doing Metroid Prime 4, Namco seems like a pretty good fit. There is some kind of new Animal Crossing that they hope to release next year too. No, we pretty much saw this coming, especially because Animal Crossing Mobile is going to have functionality with the mainline games, but that's no surprise to me. The Switch's Virtual Console will not be like how it currently is known to be like. There is some kind of subscription service of sorts in the works. Mother 3 is real. This is the joke. This is the big one that everyone's joking about. But according to my source, it was completely localized and playable. The sad thing that I've heard is that it is being held back for some reason, which all I know had something to do with it not knowing which month to release it in. If you ask me, I completely agree with that. I think it was totally planned for the Wii U, but then Nintendo realized, hey, the Wii U is a failure. Let's save it for the Switch. But now that they've got so many amazing Switch games, they don't know when to release Mother 3 so that it's not cannibalized by these other, Zeldas and Marios and Kirby's and all these other big ones. According to one of my sources, they claim that Square Enix is doing The World Ends With You 2 exclusively for Nintendo Switch. Okay. Blizzard is preparing a Hearthstone port for the Switch. I'm not sure when this will be announced due to the phrasing, but I heard about this when I went to BlizzCon. So that would be big. Hearthstone is a very big game. If that came to the Switch, I'm sure that would sell amazingly. So that's everything just summarized. Again, if you want to read the whole summary, I'll leave a link to the Reddit article in the description down below. It goes on for a long time. I didn't have time to do it all in this video. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? This is some pretty big stuff, especially Pokemon Generation 8, if you ask me. I really don't know if that'll come out next year. I really do see that more as a 2019 thing. But then again, getting Pokemon on the Switch is big and it's important. So I could see it being pushed out next year. Hopefully, it's not rushed though. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not already and follow me on Twitter. Links again are those are for those are in the description. And yeah, otherwise check out the channel. Keep it tuned for other Nintendo goodness. All right, peace out, guys. Bye.